Today I'm going to break down 5 of the easiest and best ways to make money online using ChatGPT and AI. The best part is you don't need any capital to start, and you definitely don't need to know how to code. These are all beginner friendly and can make you anywhere from $100 per day all the way up to thousands per day, and I know this because I personally use some of them myself to make money online. So what I'll do is I'll start with the easiest and work my way up to the more complex but more lucrative options. But if I was you, I would stick through the entire video so you know which method is best for you. Without further ado, let's dive into this. So let's jump right into it. Here are 5 of the best business models to start using ChatGPT to make your first $5,000 online. And these are actually good ways of making money using AI. I know there are a lot of bad videos out there, and this is going to be the complete opposite. This is going to be one of the best videos you watch on ChatGPT, and you don't need any experience or capital to start these business models. And I'm going to show you how to deliver each one. I'm going to show you how to implement it into your client's business. I'm going to show you how to price it and sell it. So the whole lot, the value is going to be absolutely immense. And I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to gain huge value from this. So yeah, make sure you watch all the way through so you just find which business model is best for you. And without further ado, yeah, like and subscribe. Let's do this. So the first business model, let's quickly undo this, is going to be an AI copywriting business model. Now, essentially, copywriting is the ability to persuade people through words to get to do whatever you want. So it's an extremely important skill that all businesses need, but most people cannot use ChatGPT and cannot write successful copy. So here's the thing, they suck at prompting. They don't know the right prompt to give ChatGPT to actually write good emails, SMS sequences, website copywriting. They don't have good scripts. So this gets them really bad results. And obviously you don't want to write manual copy because that trades time for money. So here's the ultimate solution. I'm going to give you my secret prompt. Let me just put this in bold for you. My secret prompt that writes killer copy for emails, websites, YouTube videos, and whatever else you want to write copy for. Essentially, let me show you this inside ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you the outputs because it's absolutely mind-blowing how good this is. So the prompt that we've given it is, I want you to act as a 7-figure copywriter that writes emails for my client that is helping women lose weight. You would obviously change this for whoever you're helping and their niche essentially. So you would say your job is to write a 10-day email drip sequence to nurture, build trust, and convert his list into customers. So we are writing emails for our clients to get them to buy whatever thing your clients are selling. Now, this is the framework that we have told ChatGPT. And obviously this is my knowledge from me having sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of info through emails. So it's essentially me kind of writing your copy. But essentially we're saying make each email 200 words, do not include emojis, and yeah, ask me 10 questions before actually writing the copy. So you can see here, here's the 7-day overview of what it's going to be. So the storytelling, a big epiphany, building up to the launch, documenting, launch day, scarcity, final chance, right? So essentially it's asked us 10 questions, very simple, and we've answered those 10 questions. So just a quick tip, you can actually include these 10 questions in the onboarding process or the onboarding form so your client can give you these answers so you can answer on behalf of your client. So that's just a quick tip, is to put this in your, in your onboarding form. So then you can just very easily copy and paste it into ChatGPT. And you can see here that it has given perfect newsletter style emails. And I'm going to show you why this is actually good. So the subject line is, why I started helping women like you, ... Hey name, I wanted to share something very personal with you. A few years ago, I watched my mom struggle with her weight. It wasn't just about the pounds, she lacked energy. So you get the point, right? It's storytelling. It's explaining to your client's audience why they're helping a certain industry. So it's really important, storytelling. You get the point. Then it's going to be subject line, how Lucy lost 17 pounds. So it's following a framework in terms of a newsletter that is just the best part about it. So yeah, email 3 is building up to the launch. Email 4 is documenting the journey, so making the person product aware. Why I'm excited for you to be a part of this. The 60-day shredding, summer shredding bootcamp is about more than losing 10 pounds. So that was what we actually wrote in the thing here. So I think one of the questions was like, what is the the end result you want? And yeah, we just answered this as an example. But you get the point. It's really solid emails in terms of a newsletter that you can use, or just take it as inspiration and then tweak it yourself. But my point is that we've just written 7 emails leading up to a launch that is actually good copy because we've given it good prompts and we've answered the 10 questions that ChatGPT has asked us. So that is the first one. And as mentioned down here, you can include 10 questions in the onboarding form, and you essentially want to charge people who have personal brands anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per month for this service. And I'm not exaggerating. So you would do a lot more than 7 emails, because that literally took 5 minutes. But you get the point. You would quite literally use ChatGPT to write newsletter. You could even write a website copy if it's a long form copy on a website, like a long form landing page. You could do that using ChatGPT. So yeah, even if you're starting out, you could still charge $500 a month, and then 10% rev share. That's still awesome, because it's pretty decent. But the hardest part when starting is your positioning. So you want to make sure you have a strong brand and profile when doing reach outs and creating content around your expertise. So if I was in your position, I'd be creating content about copywriting. I'd be talking about psychology. I'd be talking about why you do what you do and why you're good at it, right? And then essentially you'd get clients, you would attract clients, you would reach out to clients, and you would essentially sell them either this if you're starting, or this if you're more experienced once you have a few clients, and you would essentially leverage ChatGPT to write good copy for them. So that is the first business model summed up really quickly. But it's pretty wild that it actually writes good copy in terms of, just newsletters and things like that. So let's dive into the second one. Keep watching, because it's only going to get better and better. The second one is building custom GPTs for your customers' knowledge base. Now, business owners, right, are constantly putting out fires, meaning that things pop up during the day. Customers ask them for stuff, they get busy. So their customer support probably sucks. Most businesses do. And they need a cheap, reliable way of helping their customers get the support that they need. And you would link this to equals less churn, right? So that's really what you're selling here. You're not selling the fact that you're going to give them a chatbot. You're selling the fact that it's going to actually decrease their churn and keep clients for longer, which is one of the most important things in business, because the longer you keep a client, the more you can actually spend to acquire a client. So yeah, you can look into LTV and all that good stuff, but this could be e-commerce stores, coaches, community owners, and other service providers who have customers online. So what you're going to do is take all of their customers' common questions and concerns, then create a GPT around it. And I'm going to walk you through this right now. So step one is you would fill up a Google Sheet or a Google Doc of their customers' questions. So frequently asked questions, stuff like that. And you can include this in the onboarding form when you work with them. But I recommend just going into your clients' community or wherever they get questions from, and just manually doing this into a Google Sheet, or just do Control A and put it into ChatGPT and then put it into a Google Doc. But I'll show you what this looks like in a second. You're going to create a GPT and upload the Google Doc for the knowledge base. So the GPT is trained on the Google Doc, which is the frequently asked questions in there. And then you're essentially going to add that GPT into their business. This could be on a website, it could be WhatsApp, or it could just be the GPT itself. So let's look at how this is done. So essentially you would go to chatgpt.com, you would go here, and you essentially want to click on Explore GPTs. Now, once you're here, you're going to click on Create, and you're going to name your GPT. So we could call this Charlie's Second Brain, right? And you'd want to upload a cool image here. It could be just, I don't know, an image of me, or an AI image of me would be awesome. Description, we could say answering any questions. Let's do any questions. If I can actually spell, you have. So for instructions, you'd obviously want to write, you are a customer support bot. I will attach a, let's say PDF to, below with all the info you need. And then you'd say, for context, I run you just say what business model you run, basically. But then here's the good part. You would want to upload files, and you'd want to upload the Google document with all of your clients' frequently asked questions, right? So just like that, you would basically click create. It's that simple. You would say anyone with a link, and then you would basically create it, test it. You'd need to reiterate it, make sure it's actually good before giving it to the client. And then you can just hand it over to your client. They can put it into their community, they can put it onto their website, and they can just get all of their questions answered without them having to answer it. Now, one important thing is you'd want to refine this over time. So you can't just give it to them and then like leave them to it. You'd need to add more questions as they grow their business. So that's just a quick thing. Maybe once a month you could come in, charge $100 to like reiterate it, and yeah, that's just a quick tip. So that is essentially the second one. And yeah, normally like a customer success manager costs 2 to 5K per month, and this can be sold for 500 a month easy, just to each client. Like you can literally do this 500 a pop, and you can even combine it with like this one. So you can help them with copywriting, and you can help them build a custom GPT. So those are 2 B2B offers. Now, I wanted to switch it up a bit. I wanted to give you a B2C model that you can do. So this is an AI podcast, and I generally think this is one of the coolest ones that we're going to cover today. So there's a big market for knowledge and self-improvement, right? You probably know this, hence why like YouTube is such a big thing at the moment. But instead of you having to be the one providing the knowledge, you can simply use AI to do summaries of highly in-demand books around whatever niche you are passionate about. So this removes you from the process and is scalable. So this would obviously be a subscription-based model. So the recurring revenue is amazing. Churn would be very low, and people would sign up for it. And just as a theory, it's going to give them a different book summary every day the last 20 minutes. And there's actually a rule called the 100-hour rule, and it basically says that applying it, you'll be the top 5% of performers of any skill, whether it's business, fitness, relationships, you name it. Simply by practicing 16 minutes a day of something for an entire year, just a year, you become the top 5% in that industry. So that's crazy. And that's what you could use in your marketing. But essentially, how would you do this? And I'm going to walk you through it right now. So what you would do is you would go over to a website like this, where it's going to give you the best 100 books for business. And you could very easily, just do summaries of all of these. So if we quickly go onto Google and search for the 7 habits of highly effective people, what you'll find is, we can quickly speed on this. So I think this one was, let's quickly look at what this one, the 7 habits of highly effective people. So the 7 habits of highly effective people. We could go to summary, put in PDF, and you'll find down here, there's a PDF right here. Obviously, we want the summary, not the whole thing. I don't know if this is... So this is a summary right here, you can see. And what you can do is you can basically copy all of this, put it into ChatGPT, and then tell ChatGPT to summarize this into a 16-minute sort of like episode. And then all you need to do is, once you've done that, which should take like 5 minutes, go to 11 Labs, which is a voice cloning or voice generative platform. And essentially, if we let's quickly remove this quickly and paste in the summary, you can then use like either your voice, which is amazing. Like you can see, this is my voice here. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Or you could use, what I would recommend is like this deep narrative and storytelling voice, which is like John.
I have crossed oceans of time to find you.
Or like motivational coach.
Ignite your passion. Chase the stars.
So you get the point. Like you can very easily do this and then sell this as a subscription-based business model to people that are interested in knowledge and investing in themselves, which is a huge part of the market. Like you could very easily create a school community. You take payments on school, and then once a day they get access to this. Boom. Like that is actually a good idea for a business. Now let's quickly jump onto the 4th one, I believe, which you can use to actually promote this one, and that is going to be AI blogs and SEO. So yeah, you can even use this to get signups for the business model above. So blogs are actually really powerful when done right. And here's like, I think 6 steps, or let's see, I think it's 8 steps to quickly get a blog out in less than 2 minutes. So first of all, choose a platform. You could use WordPress, Medium, Blogger, Substack. WordPress is free hosting, I believe, so that's pretty cool. You'd want to pick a topic, obviously in your niche. You would write and use ChatGPT to summarize, just like what we've done. You could easily summarize books and have that as the blog, or you could just do, I don't know, your own summary, but it's really up to you. Here's a general rule of thumb of how long you want to make it. You would add media, so potential images. We found that they work really well. SEO, obviously you want to add a catchy title, description, and links, right? But this link could be to promote your AI podcast or your AI subscription-based model, right? So that's something that's really cool. You'd obviously want to check it, make sure. I'd recommend doing a bit of a human proofreading, and then publish, right? Very simple. And then you can either share organically, or you can run Google Ads to it. And Google Ads are actually pretty easy to run. So this is really powerful. Like, not many people actually use blogs nowadays, but they are pretty powerful. I'm not even going to lie. So that is the fourth one. Now the fifth one, just to speed on this, because I don't want this video to be too long. We've got AI lead generation, and this is my personal favorite. And it's a sweet B2B offer that you can run or pair together with the first two or one of this video. So if we go up here, I essentially talked about the first one was like the AI copywriting or the GPT. You could either pair it with the first one of the newsletter or the GPT, and it's actually really easy. So all you need to do is, because you're probably wondering, how does this work? You essentially want to find 5 to 10 competitors to your client, and you want to scrape their profiles for your client's ideal avatars. You want to filter the leads using ChatGPT, using this prompt, and then you want to, and then that's it pretty much. So what this looks like is, if we go to Instagram, let's not even go to Instagram, let's go to Google and just search for like roofing coach. So let's say our client is helping roofing companies with ads. Very simple. You could essentially find a roofing coach that's a competitor to them and find someone like this guy. Now, what you can do is you can basically click on his following, because he probably has a bunch of people who are in construction and roofing. As you can see here, that's roofing, building services, roofing. So you get the point, right? This is probably a personal roofer. So really, really cool. Now we can essentially take all of this data and extract it into a CSV just like this. So we have their username and we have their name. We can then start crawling. Let's just put this to like 3. Start crawling, and you'll see what this will do is going down the list, and it's going to scrape all like 1,930 people in a matter of minutes. So you can get your client like 10 to 20,000 leads in like 20 minutes of work. And we're going to basically use ChatGPT in a second to filter all the people out that aren't roofing companies. So this can be applicable to any niche, which is why it's so powerful. So let's quickly give it a second to load. Obviously it's doing, I'll probably stop it here, but you get the point. Like if this kept running, it would get all like 1,900. We've probably got like, as you can see here, quite a few, maybe like 100, a bit more maybe. So if we quickly stop crawling and download that as a CSV, we can then go to ChatGPT. Let's quickly copy the prompt here, put it into ChatGPT. Let's actually just create a new one right here. Upload the file. You can see it's right here. Put in the prompt. Filter the leads using, so it's this right here. So filter the list attached to target only. Let's put roofing and construction. Remove the leads that don't have roofing or construction or similar words, and then bio or name. So if we click that, what it's going to do is it's going to essentially look for roofing, building services, roofing, and it's going to remove the people like Patrick who aren't a roofer, or like Charles who hasn't probably got a roofing company. So yeah, that is essentially as simple as it gets. Obviously ChatGPT will do this in a second. It's just loading. But yeah, you see how powerful this is. You can see here that it's filtered it. So obviously it's got only 15, but once again, we spent literally 30 seconds doing it. So if we would have let it crawl the entire 2,000, you could probably get 800 so leads who are actually qualified, that are ready to be targeted and messaged. So then that is obviously a quick way of going it, but obviously you'd spend 15, 20 minutes and that would get you like 5,000 leads or 10,000 leads. And then you can charge $200 to $500 for that. But more importantly, you can add to this service by actually uploading these leads to Meta, and you can actually run ads for your clients, because what this will do is create targeting and a similar audience to the ones you just uploaded. So when you run ads, it's going to essentially put your ads in front of these people and create a custom audience similar to these people that you've uploaded to Meta. So you're killing two birds with one stone, right? Because not only can you message these people on Instagram and follow them to gain their attention, you can also run ads for your clients to these people. So that's really awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It gave you some things to think about and some businesses you can try. 72% of you aren't subscribed. So please subscribe so you don't miss future videos just like this one. And I'll put a free resource in the description that will basically give you all my prompts that I use on a day-to-day basis for ChatGPT that are even better than this one that I've shown you right here. So yeah, that'll be the first link in the description, completely free, no strings attached. You get all my best prompts. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.